Welcome back. Disabled permits are supposed to make parking more accessible for those who really need it. But we learned some Miami-Dade County employees are taking advantage of the system.
Local 10 investigative reporter Miami-Dade looked into a tip about the abuse and discovered some of those permits belong to people who've passed away.
It's no secret parking near the Metro Justice Building in Miami is a challenge, including for people who work there. We got a tip complaining much of the metered street parking is tied up because some county workers are cheating the system. We found car after car along Northwest 13th Avenue in front of the state attorney's office displaying disabled parking permits, which allow the driver to park without paying. Over several visits, we watched and learned the majority of these cars belong to county corrections officers working at the pretrial detention center. We also learned it seems not all of those permits belong to them.
Can we ask you, is this your permit?
We sent the permit information we found to Florida's Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, which oversees the program. Here's what they told us. Upon review of the information received, the department has canceled 3 disabled parking permits, 2 belonging to deceased individuals, and another issued by a certifying medical authority who has disavowed to signing off on the permit. At least one other permit, they tell us, was expired. When we went back, we saw a corrections officer still using one of those canceled permits to park for free.
Is this your disabled parking permit?
This officer didn't want to answer questions about why she was using a permit the state says belongs to a person who's dead.
The state told us that this permit was canceled. Can we just ask you a couple questions about why you're using this permit?
It's possible even more permits are being used fraudulently, but due to privacy laws, the state can't provide us with the names of permit holders.
Nobody wants to be labeled disabled, but everybody wants to use a parking permit.
Tatiana Ribeiro works with the Center for Independent Living of South Florida, advocating for others with disabilities, and she knows the challenges firsthand.
I had a car accident when I was 16 years old, and I have a spinal cord injury.
She says she too has struggled to find accessible parking here when she was called for jury duty.
You really need to park, and you just can't. It can be very frustrating.
The director over Department of Corrections tells me they do have parking for employees in lots off-site, as well as free shuttles to bring them here to work. But he says this is a problem they've had in the past, and the department has investigated at least 5 employees for similar violations.
Director Daniel Jr. declined to speak with us on camera, but sent a statement which read in part, Miami-Dade Corrections and Rehabilitation will conduct a thorough investigation of these allegations. The department has 0 tolerance for improper and misuse of handicapped parking permits. We will continue to hold all violators accountable. Jr. also sent this letter to all staff on October 26th, urging them to comply with the law.
If you don't reinforce the system, who will?
Ribeiro says anyone abusing the system should be held accountable. That includes corrections officers.
Lack of respect to others. And if you do have a lack of respect, should you really be in that position? Should you be correcting anybody?
In Miami, Miami-Dade, Local 10 News.
The Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles said anyone who knows of a permit being improperly used is really encouraged to reach out to local law enforcement. Disabled parking permits may only be used by the permit holder.
Well, a shark swimming extremely close to people, and this was all caught on camera.